Uh, Good afternoon, dear students. Our lecture devoted matter its basic properties. The first question, the essence and content of the matters as a philosophical category. Second, types of motion of matter. A third is the categories of space and time. The concept of matter as a rule are based on philosophical concepts characteristic of this era. In various philosophical systems, of the concept of matter was understood definitely. Ancient Greek materialist philosophers have seen in the matter of fundamental principle, the substance of all things. Thales took as the basis of all things water. Heraclitus, the fire. Levkit and Democritus, atoms. In the future, the ancient Greek tradition of materialism, in understanding the category of matter, has received other treatments. So, in modern time, the substance matter considers the substance the essential features of which are the length, tightness, weight, and others. Income is defined simply as real. In the 17th century, idealist philosopher George Berkeley opposed the concept of matter as a real base, the substance of things. The basis, he took the spirit from which we definitely and complementally depend. Spirit works all in all. From its point of view, matter exists only in spirit or doesn't exist. Throughout the history of philosophy was held confrontation, materialistic and idealistic approach to the concept of matter, followed by the appearance on the state of philosophical pluralism and dualism. Dualism offered Descartes. In the 19th century prevailed anti-dialectical metaphysical understanding of the substantial matter, consolidate the achievements of the classical mechanics. It seemed that the last brick of the universe was discovered atoms, a kind of bottom of the matter. It seemed that on the basis of mechanistic concepts of matter can explain and comprehend all the phenomena in the world, up to the manifestation of the human psyche and spirit, energy associated with the manifestation. At the turn of 19th-20th centuries, the latest physical discoveries, fields, electron, radioactivity, mass, variability, relatively, undetermined the principle of classical physics or the mechanical picture of the world, and with it the idea of matter is objective substance. There has come a well-known ideological crisis in physics, marked by physical manifestation of idealism, faced with the splitting of the atom immaterial, the field state of matter, the variability of its properties. Some scientists, Poincaré, Planck, and philosophers such as Mach conclude matter has disappeared. But the matter doesn't disappear, and the extent to which scientists have known the matter. Physics and science in general have gone deeper into matter, discovering new states and the laws of the micro world, it took at rethinking of understanding the category of matter. In an effort to cope with the ailing materialistic views in the philosophy and science, Lenin proposed the following definition of matter. Matter is a philosophical category denoting the objective reality which is given to man by his sensation and which is copied, photographed, and reflected by our sensation while existing independently of them. Materialism and empire criticism. From the standpoint of Lenin, with the discovery of the objective world, inexhaustible, adding new properties and phenomena of the world are unlikely to understand the matter as a universal category. Moreover, will always crumble and change our understanding in connection with the latest discoveries in science. Lenin completely frees the concept of matter of the properties of specific areas of the universe and contents this concept with only one property, being on objective reality, exists outside the mind. Lenin defines the matter through a materialistic solution of the fundamental question of philosophy. In the second half of the 20th century, there was the great revolution in the conception of matter, the structure of the objective world. Fundamental science has discovered more than 200 elementary particle, complex picture of fields, electromagnetic, gravitational, and other, including biofield. The information is a property of objective reality. Elementary particles were far from being elementary. Now open subnet, so to speak, truly elementary, the quarks, leptons, and finally microleptons. In the quantum lepton vacuum level are born real particles and antiparticles. But today, to understand the vacuum, the state of the quantized fields, as well as the process, the formation of matter, without the concept of information is impossible. Information exists as a matter of ordering the measures, but it cannot be reduced to the real energy interactions. Information, it doesn't matter and energy. Although it remains an objective factor in the change of objective characteristics of its material carries. Also, the material energy is manifested through the media and information. So, everyone, its world is material, but has a characteristic or other information capacity. The recognition information continue as an attribute objective reality entails the adoption of the concepts such as management and organization as the general properties of order and development of the universe. Management and information and energy exchange between interacting systems, controlled and controlled in the world. These ideas about the fundamental and universal properties of the world allow to update, cardinally reconsider the philosophical ideas of matter and its basic attributes, the moment, the development of space, time, and others. Currently pointless to argue about the primacy of matter, the existence of matter as such an ideological secondary. It emerges a unified structure of the universe, which contains two layers of reality, a world of material objects and information and semantic field. Uh, I must say there's a philosophical universal concept of matter to be extremely difficult. Matter is the objective reality of the substrate, which is formed as a result of the field, communication and perceived by us in the form of things, objects, and bodies. There is no need to reduce all things. All of objective reality, all the manifestation of life to the naked matter. Matter, energy, and information attributes of objective reality. They existed and will exist forever. All state of the world and the world of resources exist and vary together. In the unity of these three categories, reform this philosophical and scientific view of the state and all levels of organization of matter extremely difficult, but it was he radically changes Miro pro uh, Miro Protestantlia. Miro Protestantlia, it is worldview, guys. Change worldview exactly. Looks at the structures and process in the universe, including our social cultural world. Guys, I hope you understand that the matter is very hard category and have very more question because it's not have one view for this definition category, guys. Have a nice day. It's all.